Hey there, Stampers, and welcome to another Step It Up video. I got the fun little owl punch this past week, yay! And so I've been making all sorts of cards. So I thought it would be fun to go ahead and show you this Step It Up card. This is step one, fun and simple little card. I'm not going to show you how to assemble the owl. It's pretty simple. You punch out the cardstock for the owl. I just actually punch everything and I put it in a baggie and save it for later. So I punched it all out with the Early Espresso, and then I punched it out in white, and then I used pattern paper to get these little bits, and then you just assemble it, you layer it, and so he's pretty cute, this little guy. I have another one. So this is level 1. This is our level 2. I added the matte pack detailing here, and I put a circle behind him, and I did a different inner part there and a heart. So not a lot of difference, but when I used the top note die, I don't have the top note, I have a different one which I had before I became a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So I just used it, but I'll show you this detail. And then the third one, I added a little more paper and some actual sewing on there. So let's go ahead and get started. We will start with level 1, and I'm using the Early Espresso cardstock, and it is 8.5 by 5.5 folded over, and then so it makes a 4.25 by 5.5 card base. I should have it oriented the same way. I'm using the Playdate, I think it's called Playdate Designer Series paper, and I love the colors and the brightness and how it's playful. So I'm using that Designer Series paper for all of this. So I cut the little square. I'll give you all the measurements on my blog and on the video later. I'll add it in text. So the green, and then just the polka dot in the red, and then a strip. Oh, I used the strip. So you're going to add a little strip. I used it. I pre-did this one and I didn't cut an extra piece. So you're just going to put it down. You're going to assemble your owl. You're going to put him on that strip. And then the Who Loves You, I didn't have a stamp, so I just printed it out on the computer. This font is called Digs My Heart, and I'm pretty sure it was free because all of my fonts are free. And I will add the RBG code for the old olive color. And then I used the oval punch to punch it out. Line it up. And then to get the little bit there, I used what was left over, and I just went from this little angle here and cut it like that. Trim it up a bit so it looks a little more polished. And then I just glued it on like that, so it would be a little thought bubble for him. So that's it. That's as easy as the card is. So level 1, simple, and it's still so cute. And then level 2, like I said, I punched out, I used a die cut, and I cut the, but what I did, the little point is missing, and I saved from this point to this point is 2 inches, and I just cut out that center point, and then I put it together on the base. And I think it's 1 inch in, so I measured for the point 1 inch in, and I think 1/2 inch up, but you can eyeball it. And then I just adhered it down with adhesive, and then I turned it over and I trimmed this portion off. Then I took the matte pack and just did lines all the way around. I'll show you that. Matte pack. If you've seen any of these videos, you know that I use them. I use this matte pack all the time. Here, I'll go ahead and adhere this down so you can see. Line one's always easier because you're just going to match up the line there and it'll be fine. And then I trim off. I'm just going to do this really quickly. You can use scissors. I use a little paper trimmer so it comes off clean. So then I took the matte pack and I just lined up the edge of the paper with the lines on the template. It works really well if you don't move it. And then I punched every single hole and I went around and did the entire perimeter of this, just using this line to make sure it was, you know, spaced evenly all the way around. So you get the idea. And then I just took a marker and a ruler and drew in the stitching for this level. So see, here's the card base and here's this, except it goes this way, sorry. I always forget that I'm shooting these upside down. And then add the strip in, and this time I added a circle just to give him a little place, like a moon type thing. But since on level 1 I used that same paper, I went ahead and used a little heart paper just to give it a little more interest. So you'll have that strip. I'm sorry I don't have an extra one, I forgot. And then you add the Who Loves You, and you're gonna, you know, do the marker all the way around so it looks like it's stitching. So pretty quick and easy to do that card. And level 3 is similar detailing, but it still starts with the card base and this green paper and the top note die trimmed down, except I have to trim it. So on this one I added the strip, and then I went ahead and I sewed this detail so you could see it. And you're just going to trim it up. I really have enjoyed sewing on cards more, but they always have to be wonky sewing because forget it if I have to have something neat and tidy. So I did it with brown thread in the bobbin so that you could see it's not neat and pretty, but it's fun. And so I'm going to trim off that excess really quickly. I could sing to you while I'm doing this off camera, but you might not enjoy it. So that was fast. Here we go. Put this down. We add the circle, and I kind of tucked it in under there. And then I took another piece and I used the scallop border punch, and I have that under there too. There's not a lot of adhesive under here. The sewing helped keep it in place, so I could just tuck it in. I think I can. Little adhesive on this side. Oh, there we go. There we go. So you just put it in, and I would use adhesive obviously, but you want it sticking out a little from the top and the bottom. And then I took this other really fun new punch that I just got, and I added that in just for more interest. You can do just about anything that strikes your fancy. It's just, you're going for that kind of collage-y, you know, fun look. I would probably trim this little bit off so you're not using half circles. And then add it in. So you want it coming off the green. You know, it just kind of moves your eye around. And then body. Again, just put it in there. You could even have this going over that part. It's a really fun card to just play with and get it how you like it. And then you add the Who Loves You. And there you go. You get the idea. It's pretty easy to do. And it's this particular card and ones like it, it kind of gives you permission to play a little bit. You can add different colors or different textures, and it all works because it's messy and it's collagey, but it's so cute. Who Loves You? So this is level 3. Let me show you them again. Level 1, level 2. I should be saying step, huh? And step 3. I hope you found this helpful and you enjoyed the video. Thank you for tuning in and watching, and I appreciate it. And have a great day.